Hey, I'm Yarrow Willard from Harmonic, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about mushrooms, why we might use them, and how they can be used in the body, as well as the many different forms in which we might find mushrooms useful as medicine and superfood. First off, I'd like to offer you a cup of mushroom tea. This is chaga tea. This is one of our favorite medicinal mushrooms. It's become very famous. It looks similar to this mushroom piece right here, and it's a sclerotia that grows on the side of a tree. We have other videos that share a little more on each individual mushrooms. In this case, what I want to share with you today is how we might start using these as medicine and some of the benefits that we might find from that. So first off, medicinal mushrooms have been used for a long time. I mean, there's well over 2,000 years of written history in China around using mushrooms like the reishi mushroom. And this mushroom is one of the most famous herbs, medicines, superfoods that we know of, and has got a lot of fame in our modern world, but also was just as famous back in ancient China. Now, millions of dollars have been spent on studying this mushroom. Why? Why would people spend so much money over, hundreds of years developing and understanding how this might work? Well, first off, that mushroom itself has over 400 triterpene groups and polysaccharides in it. It's got a wide variety of the medicinally active compounds. Now, this is not something we can just eat like this. We have to find ways of extracting it, which is where some of the products that Harmonic Arts works with come into play. As you can see, these mushrooms are wood-like, and therefore we can't just eat these things, can we? We need to break them down and make them bioavailable. So there's many ways to do this. Probably the most easy way to do this is to slice them into slices and to make them into tea. Now, we can't just make it like a normal tea bag where we dip the tea in the water. We've got to do what's called a decoction. And this is really that double boil and trouble method of herbalism, where we're lightly simmering the loose leaf tea of the roots, herbs, or in this case, mushroom, in water for 20 minutes to 3 or 4 hours. This is an easy way to make tea, and we offer a couple of mushrooms to do this in. You can do that with turkey tail, whole slices. You can do that with the chaga tea cut, and we also offer a reishi slices. These can be mixed together or done as their own. What we're drinking right now is the chaga tea. This is the old method of making mushrooms into medicine and superfood. In the modern day, we have a lot of different formats now that we can start to work with. And Harmonic Arts offers as wide of a spectrum of all that we can so that you can be your own healer and work with your own medicine. So one of my favorite ways of working with mushrooms is in a tincture format. Now, because there are all these branch polysaccharides and triterpenes, they're extracted in different ways. So we have to do what's called a dual extracted tincture. So all the mushroom tinctures here at Harmonic Arts are done in this dual extracted method, which means we do that decoction, light simmer, and then we add in alcohol and do an extra different extract, put the two together. So the triterpenes are coming out in the alcohol extract, the polysaccharides are coming out in the decoction. We put the two together and voila, we have a super strong, deep, tonic tincture. As you can see how dark that is, this is a chaga tincture. And just like the chaga tea, I might add some of this into my tea so that I get some of those extra compounds. I might just take it on my tongue. It's important to take tinctures on the tongue, not under the tongue, because the under the tongue tissue is quite sensitive. Put it on our tongue, roll it around our mouth, maybe add it to a tea or put it in a drink or some form like that. Most of these tinctures can be taken for, a number of weeks, months safely. So with chaga, this one I might be taking for, say, till the end of the bottle, which is going to be about 3 weeks to a month's supply. I'll be taking 2 to 3 droppers full twice a day to get all the benefits out of chaga. Some of the other ones, I tend to like to work with mushroom compounds. I might take like a 14 mushroom blend like so, or our wild mushroom melody like so. I might take those all through the winter months to help increase my health and immune function. In general, these have what's called an immune modulating effect, which means if your system is overstimulated or depressed, it's going to bring it back up to that higher level of function. This is what most of the healing medicinal mushrooms and superfood mushrooms do in the body, is they modulate the immune response so that we have a much more educated response and adaptable way to work with our environment. Now, how else can we work with mushrooms besides the tea cut and the tincture? Probably the easiest way to work with them is in a powder form. Now, we offer 2 different varieties of powder. We have what's called a steam extract and a dual extract. The steam extract is extracted in hot water, making those polysaccharides more bioavailable. This is like a whole food mushroom extract. In that sense, it's just like the whole mushroom, like so, but broken down and extracted in steam. This works really well for that polysaccharide immune modulating function, as well as good for the digestive system as a prebiotic. Those are some of the main benefits that it might give the body. But consider this to be like a whole food in that sense, a whole food mushroom supplement. The Doula extract, on the other hand, is more like a juice powder. If you can imagine a kind of a concentrated extract. When you put this in water, there's zero sediment. So this is an easy way to upgrade our coffee or other drinks or these kinds of things. It's got that alcohol and that water extract that's been simmered down and evaporated off in a vacuum tube and then spray dried out to be a powder and reground back again. So this is more like a 8-to-1 extract where we've got an instant absorption. When we try these on our tongue, it's like, wow, it gets right into our body. So these are some of the different ways in which we can work with mushrooms. Now, of course, at Harmonic Arts, that's not all we want to do with them. We want to layer them in to make them easier for you to start working with. So we offer a whole line of products that have been formulated specifically using medicinal mushrooms as part of their makeup, because we feel that they're some of the best health enhancing aspects of the natural world. So we want to share more of that and deliver them deeply into the body. So some of the ways we work with them is we do a couple of different tea blends. We have one called Tonic Immunity, which has your chaga and your reishi. We have another one called Adapting Gems, which has the reishi. Both of these are layered with other herbs that are going to help support them in that formula. We also make a whole line of elixir blends, including our Kickstart, our Activate, our Elevate, our Engage, and our 5 mushroom drinking chocolate. Each one has a specific mushroom to help accent and enhance the blend's overall effect. So as you can see, there's a lot of different ways in which we work with medicinal mushrooms. There's one more I want to share with you, which is pretty exciting, and it's a new way we've been starting to develop. How do we get them into kids? So we've developed a line of syrups. Now this is the soda pop revolution, we call it, and these are soda syrups. You add 1/2 ounce to a glass of bubbly water, and bam, you have a soda pop. So we've got a Chaga vanilla cream soda. We've also got a Chaga cola, and we have a herbal root beer. All of them have medicinal mushrooms as well as other herbs to help accent the blends, making them an awesome way to make kids think they might be eating junk food and having a treat, but they're not. They're actually getting immune modulating mushrooms. So thank you for joining me in this video and learning a little bit more about the variety of medicinal and superfood mushrooms that we offer at Harmonic Arts. For more information on each individual mushroom, please check our product listings or search the word mushroom on our website. Thanks for watching this video. I hope this information was useful for you in making an educated choice on how to work with these healing mushrooms.